Water is related pretty much to everything we can possibly think of in one way or another. That's how important it is. It can be an asset, it can be a threat, and fully understanding the extent of both of those things is so important to the world right now, but particularly in the future within the context of climate change.
The 75th anniversary for HR Wallingford is a really significant thing. The fact that we've managed to successfully transition from public sector into private sector and from predominantly a UK business into a genuinely global business is a major achievement, and one that I'm very proud of.
Climate change is a complex problem, and every problem is different. So it's important to understand the fundamentals at each and every one of these problems and pull together interdisciplinary teams to help tackle it.
Undoubtedly, the issue of climate change is a global issue. Energy security also is critically important for everybody.
The world is changing and we need to make a step change accordingly. So the things that we're going to be doing differently are, firstly, tracking our own sustainability footprint to look at how we can improve our own operations. Secondly, probably where we have the biggest impact is sustainability in our consultancy business, where we can advise clients how to make their own operations and their own projects and their own developments much more sustainable.
We're now starting to help clients on their journey to the decarbonisation of shipping, and that means they're looking to us to help them build their own capacity, and we must respond to that on that journey.
There is a great deal that we as a business can do ourselves that will have positive impact on our people, on our community, on our local environment, and whatever environment we're working within as well.
I'm really proud of what we've achieved at Harbury Park. We've won lots of awards over the years. Our solar park on site we're very proud of. We were the first in the country to have such a solar park, and some days the park runs completely on power from the solar park alone.
For a company like HR Wallingford, it was built on research as a research institute, and that is built into our very DNA almost.
Where we've generated surplus, we've put that back into research and development. And that research and development is absolutely the cornerstone of what we do.
Knowledge that we get from the research that we do is very tailored to what the needs are on the ground, because we learn from our interaction with local people what the needs are, and that drives our research. It means it's really relevant.
At the minute I'm involved in an external research project which has just kicked off, and that's looking at the potential ecological consequences of offshore wind farm development. And this is really important because the seabed supports different levels of the food chain, from the seabed all the way up to the seabirds.
The problems are much bigger than just one discipline. As an organisation, whilst we may be more focused on delivering engineering solutions, we have to do that hand in hand with other experts, and certainly in the ocean environment that includes marine biologists, ecologists. It's important to ensure that the seas remain healthy.
We need to collaborate with academic institutions at the sort of early stage of developing ideas, developing processes. But then we need to collaborate on the commercial side of it to put those tools into practice.
It's through this interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary type of work that we can address these global challenges and create really innovative tools. Seeing projects like Demos coming to an end, but also contributing to making people's lives better is really exciting. It's such a nice feeling. Potentially the entire population of Vietnam, Malaysia and Sri Lanka are already benefiting from the work we've done here at Wallingford.
It's very good to know that the work we are doing with the tsunami simulator is helping to design guidelines to design better structures that will withstand tsunamis and make people safer in the end.
We know the challenges are there from climate change, but the amazing thing about HR Wallingford is that it does attract people who want to come into this organisation to help address and solve those problems.
We have unrivaled expertise in the people that work with us. I'm so proud of them and the areas that they work in. It's a joy to be here, and it's sort of exciting to work with people who've got so much passion for their jobs and so much capability to deliver.
No other consultant, no other industrial organization holds the knowledge that we hold.
From a diversity point of view, increasingly in the future is going to help us attract and retain the best talent in the world. The majority of our work is on international projects. I think last year was more than 80%. We can't be doing this just with the central focus based in the United Kingdom.
It's important that we nurture and grow our employees from the very beginning, entry level, apprentices, graduates for example, right the way through to our senior leadership team and executive teams.
It's really exciting. It's really cool that so much of the work that I've been doing in my PhD I've been able to apply and use here at HR Wallingford.
Physical modelling is vitally important to the civil engineering industry. At HR Wallingford, we're really well placed with both the numerical and the physical modelling.
I think the integrated CPD training that we're offering at the ship simulator is proving invaluable to port safety.
One of our biggest clients is Adani Ports, and Mundra Port, their flagship port, where we actually started our journey about 20 years back, is been now the #1 port in India. That they still come to us speaks about the level of faith, confidence and trust that they have.
I'm proud of the fact that the equipment that we're currently manufacturing is being distributed globally around the world.
One particular project that I'm really proud of is actually a system that we have installed in Indonesia, the very first tsunami system that we have actually supplied outside of UK. They predicted there's going to be another huge waves of tsunami that is going to hit the region.
Climate change adaptation, energy transitions, renewable energy, clean energy is now absolutely at the forefront of everything we're doing.
The work we are doing now in our Simon Water software is going to help water utilities to solve issues that they couldn't manage so efficiently before, and I think it's going to have a great impact.
Now I am working on a project that's developing a drought forecasting system for St. Kitts and Nevis. Once that project is complete and the system is up and running, it can hopefully contribute to improving people's lives in that part of the world.
I'm part of a working group which is focusing on the decarbonisation of the dredging industry. So I'm really excited to be part of that.
Desalination in the Middle East is of a huge importance for the region. So our role as HR Wallingford is to assist the different parties, from the government entities to the environmental agencies, to the developers, to the contractors themselves, in minimizing the impact of these projects and selecting sites that are appropriate for future development.
One project that I'm working on at the moment is the development of Chittagong Port. If you can increase the throughput of trade through Chittagong Port, which is the main port of Bangladesh, then you'll lead to a growth in GDP and an increase in living standards within Bangladesh.
We can't stop tropical cyclones happening. We can't stop the flooding that may occur, but we can learn to live with them and build resilience so that it is possible for people to maintain their lives there. I've been at HR Wallingford now for 20 years, and I would say I'm as excited now as I was when I joined. Possibly more excited because I know what possibilities we have to keep increasing our capability, to do cutting-edge research and then applying that to the real world.
It very much matters to work for an organisation that has a real purpose for good.
To feel that we're making a difference to people's lives and helping to build resilience is why we do what we do.
It matters to me hugely that we're an impact-driven organisation. Keeping people safe and infrastructure safe and protecting the environment in almost every country in the world is vastly important to us and to the world at large.
It's a company with a rich history and a very bright future ahead of it, and I can't wait to see what comes next.